What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Friday afternoon. This is video number two. Double header today, folks. A lot of people have been asking me about Richard or Vegan Gaines' injuries and his bench press fail 2 weeks ago, and I've actually ignored it. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll explain in just a minute since everyone's insisting that I go and comment about his fails, basically. I'll just go over it with you, and I'm just going to make this as quick as possible. Number one, as far as him failing in his bench press, I don't find any issue with that. Here's the reason being: when you're on the bench press, you're supposed to go to failure, okay? If you are able to rack the weights with very little prop trouble or so forth, that means that you're not doing it right there. If you have the ability to squeeze out one extra rep there, that's one extra rep that that could have really built your muscles. Because here's the thing: only training to failure builds muscle. When you put your muscles against strain that it's never had before, it's gonna adapt by growing. So Richard did, as far as that's concerned, he's lifting to failure. Uh, he also had, and here's another thing: once he failed, he was smart enough to have safety bars under it, so he was able to roll away the bar, and crawl under it, and that's pretty much it. I don't know of any bodybuilder whatsoever, including myself formerly, that hasn't actually had this particular issue. There's plenty of times to where I've went to failure and I've had to roll the bench press off of my chest there, or have my lifting partner actually take the weights off there. That's just the way things are when it comes to bench pressing there, and that's only for given exercises. Just the bench press. Not for things such as a shoulder press. Shoulder press is a lot different. That's something that you don't want to go to failure on because you can risk serious injury. With the bench press, not really. You can get a pectoral tear, but as long as you're using safety bars, it's very little risk of injury, period. So as far as this lift is concerned, I'd rather see him go into failure than to actually, wuss out and, have the ability to lift the weights up with relative ease. Like I said, then if you're not being a man on the bench press, if you're not going to failure, okay? The only issue I do have is that, once again, I didn't see Jasmine around. And regardless as to whether she's in another room or not, it's very important to have someone looking over your shoulder just for that purpose. That's what a lifting partner is for. And this is in the event that he gets really hurt for some reason whatsoever, so she can immediately call for the paramedics here, because every second counts here. There's a big difference between the paramedics sometimes showing up 2 minutes late or early there. It's no different than a heart attack. Now, as far as now that we've settled that, as far as his bike injuries are concerned, I mean, that's just normal wear and tear. When you're riding a bicycle or doing any cardio activity outdoors, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. You're gonna need some icy hot or so forth to, and stuff like that. I mean, so any sores and pains that he actually have, that's just generally going to be normal. I mean, especially when you're doing that. The Great One has used that icy hot as well whenever I've been bicycling there. Although it's been a while, I just mainly use my stepper or just walk around the neighborhood or through the park in Greenville, South Carolina for my cardio, you know. But that's really why I haven't really addressed the bench pressing or any issue, because it's very little to do about nothing, to be honest with you. It's not a freaking big deal or anything. Uh, Other than that, I guess he keeps on trucking until, and I'll actually make another video when he actually does have a legitimate injury. If someone lets me know of some sort of legitimate injury that could have been preventable, or doable, you know, I'll let you know. But I have to be honest on my channel as far as things are concerned. And like I said, the reason why I really ignored it because it was little to do about anything. He went to failure on his bench press, which is exactly what you're supposed to do on the bench press. You know, that's how you grow muscle. But that's all I got to say today, people. You folks take care.